In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the brand new app brought to you by AudioKit called House Mark 1. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before and you want to learn all about music tech and looping, then start now by clicking the subscribe button, hit that bell, and you won't miss anything. There are loads of different kind of keyboard apps out there in the world on iOS platform. AudioKit Pro is an open source platform which create quite a few different synthesizers, keyboards for the iOS market. This latest one came to me through a YouTube channel, and that's Henny the Bizness. If you don't know who Henny is, go and check his channel out. It's fantastic. He's got lots of cool tips for both video making and also music creation. Now, I dropped a video only a couple of days ago about the fact that they've been working with AudioKit and a couple of other people as well to create House Mark 1. Now, if you're familiar with the AudioKit system, the user interface is pretty much the same. But what makes this app really nice is a couple of things. First of all, the entire app is 150 megabytes. Now, why is that important? The reason it's important is because if you are getting this onto, say, your DAW, this is also an AUV3 plugin. If you've got 6 of these running with different sounds, it's going to take up quite a bit of space on your iPad or your phone, and it could end up crashing, or you could get latency, or even worse, you could get things like distortion because you haven't got enough buffer size. But the Mark 1 we're talking about is pretty special because it's been recorded at the Ray Charles Performing Arts Centre at Morehouse College, and the proceeds for this app is actually going to Morehouse College to help teach students how to sample, but also how to actually create things like an iOS app. Now, at the moment, the app is $3.99, whether that's US dollar or pounds, and it will be going up to $14.99, so grab it quick. If you are watching this and it's already $14.99, I am sorry you have missed that deadline. However, be safe in the knowledge that the proceeds is going to the college. Now, why should you care about this app at all over any other app? Well, this has been created, as I said, by Henny the Bizness and Kennard Garrett. If you don't know who those two are, you might want to Google them. They are Grammy award-winning producers and musicians who've come together to make this app. When it comes to a sound, you want the real sound, you want the vibe, you want the feel of it. Many iOS apps recreate the sound, but it's not actually been sampled directly from the source. Everything's been sampled here, right from the sound of the keystroke to the sound of the sustain pedal. So let me take you through the user interface if you're not familiar with AudioKit, and I'm going to be playing a couple of samples of what's inside right now. So right at the top, you've got Main, More, you've got the actual preset in the middle, you've got a save button to save your own presets, you've got MIDI assign and about. Now, I've got the Arturia KeyLab 49, and what I've already done is I've hit MIDI assign and I've assigned the faders and knobs to the ones that I've got here. Now, the really clever part with the Arturia is I can actually now save this as a user preset. If you haven't seen my video about the Arturia KeyLab, I'll leave that in the cards now so you can go back and watch it. But onto the app itself. As I say, we have the main and the more section, and this is just a change between the top parts. So we've got master, tremolo, stereo phaser, and key noise on the main. And on more, you've got auto pan, release, tuning, reverb, and stereo widening. So you start with the classic sound. There's only 15 presets on this, and the idea is so you can actually create a preset yourself, use one of the 15 as a base, and start making your own. So this is the classic Mark 1. It's really nice, and one thing they've done is they've even recorded the key noise and they've recorded the noise of the sustain pedal. That's really cool. So you can go into any of these on Bank A, and we've got Henny's, we've got Kennard's, we've got Traken Martin's as well. So you can go through them. Henny's is a classic one. A little bit of reverb on there. And then my favourite at the moment, while playing around with it, is called Space Time. You can hear the sustain pedal a lot there. The way it fades out is really, really lovely as well. Now I can start messing around with this, and the other thing you can do as well is I could duplicate this setting. So I could keep space time, but then duplicate one and create my own version and then send it out to someone, or I could import it from someone else. So let's say I like this, but I'm not a fan of the key noise, and just turn that off. So this is really, really nice and useful. And then in more, you've got a couple of things like auto pan, that's off at the moment, release in seconds, and the tuning, the reverb. Oh, you've got stereo widen. So stereo widen's off at the moment. We can make that a bit wider. Really nice. So let's say I play around with this a little bit, change a couple of things. Let's add on the phaser, for example. Let's just say I like that, that's the one I want to use. I can just hit the save button. Now I can save this preset as it is with the same name, but if I change the name, it will automatically make a copy of it for me. Now, just a feature of this keyboard compared to different keyboards, this keyboard has what's called Chord Memory, and Chord Memory is where it just creates chords. And I haven't done anything with it, it's got its own chords built in. You can change them if you wish, but very, very quickly just create a chord sequence with the Arturia. And that's a really nice feature. Another thing as well is you notice there's a velocity button, and if you tap on velocity you can change what the velocity does, whether it's medium, hard or soft on the keyboard, or what it does on screen. So if I change the velocity over to hard, as opposed to changing it to soft, you have to press a lot harder to get the same hardness sound. I leave it on medium for myself personally, and I can adjust it from the touch and the feel while I'm playing. Not that he needs it, but a quick shout out to Henny the Bizness, Kennard, and also Matt from AudioKit. Thank you so much for bringing this app out. It's a fantastic addition to the AudioKit arsenal. If you haven't seen the AudioKit apps, have a look where it just says more apps, and you can see I've pretty much got all of them, apart from the digital D1 synth. I'm going to get that soon. But I've got all of them because they are fantastic and they do lots of different things. So have a look at House Mark 1. If you have found the content of this video useful, then please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me, it helps the channel grow, and it sends it out to more people who might like it. This channel is completely independent, and if you want to support me a little bit further, you can do by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. All the links for the app and buymeacoffee.com are in the description box below, and I've even left a link for this thing if you want to pick one up. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.